Roy, you know there's one question on my mind, and I appreciate you answering it. Does Floyd Mayweather want to smoke with Roy Jones Jr.?
Floyd Mayweather, anybody else that wants to smoke with Roy Jones, you know damn well they can get in on Floyd. Has there ever been a question? That's one thing that's different from Roy, that's the difference between Roy and Floyd. Floyd picked these folks. Roy fought whoever the fuck came, he my lady. So, don't get me, but you all made me cup.
They must have really forgot. They must have really forgot.
Don't be sorry, champ. Don't be sorry.
But no, anybody come my way, man, I'm always ready for. I don't care who it is.
Did you feel disrespect? Like, I mean, obviously you did feel disrespected.
We play stupid games. I mean, like I said, when this man was supposedly hemmed up over there in Dubai, I was one of the people that tried to lobby to make sure he got home okay. You understand me? So no matter what the difference may be, I still respect you as a champ. Now you're not my top 5, but I still respect you as a champ.
What unfolds when two of boxing's biggest legends, athletes who built unforgettable careers through incredible speed, knockout power, and larger-than-life confidence, unexpectedly collide at the worst possible moment? What begins as quiet tension suddenly turns into open confrontation, replacing mutual respect with personal conflict. This is far from an ordinary encounter. It involves Roy Jones Jr. and Floyd Mayweather, two of the most skilled and celebrated boxers of their eras, reportedly getting into a physical altercation inside an airport. It didn't happen under bright arena lights, during an official bout, or even in an exhibition match. According to the story, it happened in real life. What makes the claim even more surprising is that Floyd Mayweather allegedly wasn't the one who started the exchange. The story goes on to say that the former champion was struck first and later ended up receiving medical treatment at a hospital. Now, Roy Jones Jr. is reportedly speaking publicly about the incident and explaining the reasons behind his actions.
Is there something that you want to elaborate on, or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect anybody. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're gonna have some respect. Because if you want to get it, we can get it. I'm willing to go earn my respect.
But I didn't hear you say anything disrespectful about Floyd.
I never do. I'm not the disrespectful type of guy. That's not who I am. I'm the type of guy. The reason I'm not disrespectful is because when I say something, I'm ready to die for it. So if I say this, I'm willing to die for this. You understand me?
You stand on it.
I stand on it. You understand me? I'm not, like I said, I don't think LeBron is not a great player. I'm not one of the greatest players of all time. But if you ask me, in your opinion, my opinion, which I'm entitled to, you think LeBron and Mike. I'm gonna say Mike because I saw what Mike went through to get where he got. So I got my own reason why I'm gonna probably like Mike. I'm not saying just you're trash. No, you're not. I'm not saying you're not a great player.
Right.
I'm not saying you're not one of the top 5. Because you could beat it, you feel me? And in most people's opinion, you probably are. Some people's opinion, you probably top 1. That's not, I can't say, oh, I'm right and everybody's wrong. No, that's just my opinion.
Right.
I'm entitled to my opinion, but I will fight about my opinion. Right. So if you got a problem with my opinion, whoever, call my house. It ain't changed.
Let's go through everything step by step, beginning with how the situation reportedly developed, the moment the confrontation turned physical, and the events that followed, which quickly became a major talking point throughout the boxing community. So where did this story begin? According to the account, it all started with a period of silence that gradually built into growing tension.
Career, he's really been hurt. He's gone down before one time, but there was a perfect left hand. Roy never saw it coming. Roy is out. And Roy may be out of boxing.
And that's why Carver wanted to be the counterpuncher, because he answered Roy's right hand with a perfect left-hand shot that knocked Jones out. There it was. One previous knockdown against Lou Vidal, that was a flash in Madison Square Garden in New York. This is the first time Roy Jones has been hammered by a power punch, and it's cost him.
He wants to do a hustle. He's going to start doing it this round right now. I think he really realizes that he's getting jeopardy of losing the fight. Before he said it was okay. Well, he turned it up against.
And a left hand, and he pulled the hand up again for the second time in 2 fights, and for the second time in 2 fights, he's not going to get up, and he's been knocked
never see Roy Jones in the ring again.
Not the one we are used to seeing, because we didn't see him tonight. We saw the guy who got knocked out by Carver getting knocked out by Glenn,
And he is still out on the canvas. And hurt badly.
In our meeting yesterday, Roy Jones made it clear that he didn't think Carver's knockout on him suggested he had deteriorated as a fighter. Quote, it's too
But that'll do at this stage, just a minute into potentially what is a 36-minute night, 12 3-minute rounds.
He's gone. You become a legend, and Johnny Green is on the verge of history. Green, can Johnny survive? This is going to finish. He's on the ground. The crowd roars. Green fires. And he stopped the
Things going to the
1 minute 4 seconds remaining. Jesus struggling. It's over. Johnny Green.
Only a few days before the reported airport confrontation, Floyd Mayweather shared a brief video on Instagram. There was no written caption, no narration, and no explanation. The clip simply showed Roy Jones Jr. being knocked down, while Floyd appeared relaxed in a luxury suite, casually sipping wine with his trademark grin. He never said a single word, but many viewers interpreted the post as a clear sign of disrespect.
Y'all see what he did with Roy Jones?
What you mean?
All right, so Roy Jones had said something about him, and he ended up making a post. Floyd Mayweather ended up making a post about Roy Jones getting knocked out. Y'all ain't seen that shit? I'm gonna put it in the chat.
It's silly because, a lot of people don't have, a lot of boxers do not like Floyd. Like, a lot of people don't have a lot of good things to say about Floyd. You know what I'm saying? But again, Floyd ain't got
Yeah. He don't care. He just say
I think a lot of the boxers, and I ain't saying Floyd is bad, and I think a lot of boxers mad they had nothing to do with Floyd either.
right, which is do his own thing.
Do his own thing. They wanted to, but they didn't have like.
And what you just brought up makes me bring up another point.
Posts spread across social media almost immediately. Fans flooded the comment sections with jokes and criticism aimed at Roy Jones Jr. Memes quickly took over, with many claiming his best days were behind him. Others compared the two legends, saying Floyd Mayweather would never have allowed himself to end up in that position, while some even revived old debates about a fight that never happened between them in the early 2000s. That, according to the story, the constant reactions struck a nerve with Roy. He reportedly viewed the situation as more than just online trash talk. In his eyes, it wasn't only an attack on his accomplishments inside the ring, but also on his personal dignity. What had started as a social media exchange had become something much deeper. And when the two men eventually found themselves in the same place, that unresolved tension reportedly reached its breaking point.
You fought Roy in his prime, at his very best, at 168.
He fought me in my prime.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready. He fought me and he won.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
You know what? He didn't beat me like he beat everybody else.
He had to work to beat you. Yeah. In his prime, who would you say was better? You were in the ring with Roy. You saw Floyd in their primes. Who had a better prime? Who was the overall better fighter?
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones? Why is that? What separates him from Floyd in their prime?
The reason why was Roy put everybody in their prime. Floyd put everybody after their prime. He went 5 years to fight Pacquiao.
Pac was still in his prime, wasn't he? Pacquiao was younger than Floyd when they fought.
You know, but he had more wars.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Hey, go back and look at how Floyd was fighting. And what Pacquiao was fighting.
Yeah.
The reported tension between the two didn't appear overnight. According to the story, their disagreements had been building for years, with one of the biggest points of contention centered around Muhammad Ali. Floyd Mayweather has consistently expressed admiration for Ali's impact on boxing, but he has also maintained that he doesn't consider him the greatest fighter of all time. That opinion has long divided many fans, especially those who favor boxing's older generations. the debate reportedly became even more heated after Floyd shared another controversial opinion. He suggested that both Muhammad Ali and Roy Jones Jr. relied heavily on their footwork and athletic movement to avoid punishment, arguing that once that speed and mobility declined, their dominance naturally faded as well. According to the account, those comments did not sit well with Roy and only added more fuel to an already strained relationship.
Roy Jones and Muhammad Ali is the same fighter. Their defense is their legs. They're young, and at the top of their game, they can move. Once their legs went away, they sat in the rope-a-dope. Ali, the same fighter that got beat by a fighter with 7 fights. Leon Spinks beat Muhammad Ali when he only had 7 fights. Ken Norton really beat Ali all 3 times. Go back and look at the fights. And I take my hat off to Roy Jones. Still beat more world champions than Roy Jones.
Some people viewed Floyd's remarks as nothing more than a technical assessment of 2 legendary careers. However, according to the story, Roy Jones Jr. saw the comments very differently. He believed they went beyond boxing analysis and crossed the line into disrespect, not only toward him, but also toward Muhammad Ali's legacy. During an interview with Seconds Out's Radio Raheem, Roy made his position clear, saying, "If you disrespect Ali, I can't respect you." From that point forward, any remaining sense of mutual respect between the two was reportedly gone, and their disagreement became much more personal.
He did, and that's fine. I went out of my way to troll him a little bit now. You want to fight? Come on. I mean, I ain't tripping. You ain't got to troll me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well, you know?
Have you heard anything from him or anybody in the camp?
No, I ain't heard nothing yet, but they know where I'm at, and they know how to find me.
I mean, you think there's a possibility, Roy? Like, we might get this exhibition?
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want it real. Ain't no sense of being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We didn't make it real. Exhibition for people playing. We ain't playing. I ain't anyway.
I mean, I'm being kind of lighthearted about this. You seem a little intense. I've interviewed you a lot of times. I don't think I've seen this look in your eye before.
Well, I mean, I don't bother nobody. I'm authorized. I can have my own opinion. If you got a problem with my opinion, then anything I say, I'll be willing to fight about. That's why I don't fuss much, because if I say it, I mean it. And if you want to do something about it, come on.
All right, real quickly.
Inside the ring, outside the ring, I don't care. Do whatever, wherever you want to do it. That's what I'm built for this.
According to the story, Roy didn't stop there. He went on to criticize Floyd Mayweather's career, arguing that his unbeaten 50-0 record came against carefully selected opponents, and claiming that Floyd never embraced the same level of risk that Muhammad Ali accepted throughout his career. The account then shifts to the reported airport confrontation. According to the claims, the incident took place at Los Angeles International Airport, LAX. Roy was reportedly arriving on a flight from Miami, while Floyd had just returned from Dubai. As usual, Floyd was said to be accompanied by a large group that included private security personnel, a camera crew, and several members of the money team. Based on the story, the 2 men were never expected to meet. Their flights, terminals, and travel plans were entirely separate. However, an unexpected series of circumstances allegedly brought them face to face, setting the stage for what happened next.
I know! I know! Whoa! Time to go! Time to go, let's go!
According to the story, the 2 men unexpectedly came face to face near the baggage claim area. The atmosphere reportedly changed the moment they noticed each other, with witnesses claiming the tension was obvious almost immediately. The account goes on to allege that Roy reacted without hesitation. It claims he avoided an initial shove, closed the distance, and connected with a single right hand to Floyd Mayweather's face. As described in the story, there were no boxing gloves, no formal challenge, and no advance warning. Only a sudden physical confrontation.
I don't know what the fuck they get playing with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I fuck you up, motherfucker. Fuck you up. I play no motherfucking games.
According to the story, Floyd Mayweather lost his balance after the punch and fell backward. Reports further claim that he may have struck his head on a baggage cart before security personnel quickly stepped in to separate everyone. As the situation unfolded, numerous bystanders were already recording the incident on their phones. The story also claims that, only hours later, Roy Jones Jr. released a public statement, making it clear that he was not offering an apology. According to the statement, Roy said, "I didn't make the first move. One of his guys put hands on me first. I told Floyd we needed to settle this man to man. He wanted to play games. That punch wasn't a game. I grew up fighting. Respect means everything to me. I'm not some YouTuber. I'm Roy Jones Jr. According to the same account, Floyd was taken to a nearby hospital for evaluation. Reports allege that he did not suffer any serious injuries, although medical staff reportedly monitored him for a possible mild concussion and swelling around the eye socket. The story also claims that Floyd has remained unusually quiet since the alleged incident, with no social media posts or public live streams. The account also points out that the rivalry between Roy Jones Jr. and Floyd Mayweather stretches back many years. During the early 2000s, both were widely regarded as dominant champions in their respective weight classes, Floyd at lightweight and Roy at light heavyweight. Even though they never competed in the same division, discussions comparing their greatness, ongoing pound-for-pound debates, and occasional verbal exchanges reportedly kept the rivalry alive for years.
Because I speak my mind. I speak from the heart and I speak my mind. Is that bad? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, I'm happy with...
According to the story, Roy Jones Jr. had often argued that the size difference between them made a fight unrealistic, while Floyd Mayweather regularly pointed to his undefeated record, reminding everyone that he had never been stopped in the ring. The account suggests that the reported confrontation was about much more than a single social media post. From Roy's perspective, the issue was tied to how he believed his entire boxing career had been portrayed. The story also describes Floyd as someone who frequently uses psychological tactics, whether through subtle social media posts or comments that diminish his rival's accomplishments. This time, however, the account claims those mind games provoked a response from someone who wasn't willing to ignore them any longer.
What's happening, fight fans around the world? I know how y'all are. I know y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked. Because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready. Wide open, ready to go. It's called.
According to the story, reactions from across the boxing community have been pouring in, with opinions sharply divided. The account claims that well-known figures such as Andre Ward, Oscar de la Hoya, and even members of Manny Pacquiao's team have weighed in on the debate. Some believe Floyd Mayweather's trademark defensive skills and exceptional footwork would still give him the edge, while others argue that Roy Jones Jr.'s natural size, explosive power, and aggressive style could have been the perfect combination to challenge Floyd's unbeaten record. The story also says that Manny Pacquiao was asked about the ongoing Roy versus Floyd discussion. According to the account, Pacquiao gave a direct answer, stating that if both fighters had faced each other at the peak of their careers, he believes Roy Jones Jr. would have defeated Floyd Mayweather decisively.
The prime Roy Jones?
The prime Roy Jones or Floyd Mayweather?
Roy Jones. You know Roy Jones, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. Do you think Roy wins by knockout?
You agree with me? Roy Jones is in his prime? Man, thank you. Fast, footwork, strong. You see Roy Jones in his prime?
Absolutely. Do you think he would knock Mayweather out in his prime?
Yeah, I think so.
What about an exhibition?
Lock them, shout out.
What if they had an exhibition together? Who would win?
The exhibition is different. Like, I mean, not like in a prime. Like, but it's good. Good thing that different generation.
According to the story, Pacquiao's opinion didn't surprise many fans, especially considering Roy Jones Jr. had previously argued that Floyd Mayweather's victory over Pacquiao should not be viewed as one of the defining achievements of his career. The account suggests that the disagreement between Roy and Floyd has been building from both sides for a long time. The story also claims that the discussion has exploded across social media. Fans have been revisiting old interviews, comparing each fighter's accomplishments, and sharing strong opinions about who would have come out on top. What began as another boxing debate has reportedly grown into a much larger conversation among the sport's followers. According to the account, the focus has now moved beyond championship titles or pound-for-pound rankings. The rivalry is being framed as something deeply personal. The story further alleges that Floyd Mayweather is taking the situation seriously and has become more focused than he has appeared in years.
Great.
According to the story, people close to Floyd Mayweather's camp in Las Vegas claim he has intensified his training routine. The reports suggest he is back to working out twice each day, placing a strong emphasis on sharpening his footwork, while also spending time in the gym alongside active professional boxers as part of his preparation. According to the story, although Floyd Mayweather is approaching 50 years of age, many believe he still possesses the qualities that made him one of boxing's most difficult opponents. The account describes his timing, quick reflexes, and defensive ability as strengths that continue to make it extremely challenging for anyone to connect with clean punches that on the other side. The story points to Roy Jones Jr.'s physical advantages. It highlights his naturally larger frame, greater punching power, and long history of knockout victories as key factors in his favor. The account further claims that the reported punch at the airport was more than just a spontaneous reaction. It was intended as a clear message.
If you let him move around and do what he want to do, he's going to beat you because he's very explosive and he's very mean.
I was going to say mean.
To me, people don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as near as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off of him? Sugar is a dog. Just cause his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Sugar is a dog. People don't give him enough credit for that. You gotta think, this in between round 13 and 14, I think. Angelo Dundee said, you're blowing it, son. Sugar Ray Leonard went out there and put these things on Tommy Hearns, who knocked Roberto Duran cold with one shot. Your timing hits you just like G-Man. You've been hit. So for Sugar to go out there and do that, man, they don't give Sugar enough credit. You understand me?
He's a great finisher too.
They don't give Sugar enough credit.
He gets you hurt,
They don't give Sugar enough credit. So for me, I like Floyd, and Floyd is cool, but it's like, it's gonna be hard for me to see how they're gonna take it and beat Sugar. I mean, they'd have to do something different, that's for sure. Now, if he did something different, he probably have a chance, but just the way he been doing with normal people, that's not gonna work. What I saw in his prime, that's not gonna work with Sugar. Sugar got a third element right there.
He said third element.
He does. He got a third element right there. Now we know that. We think Floyd got one, but we don't know. We ain't never seen a challenge. We know Sugar got one.
According to the story, Floyd Mayweather's best chance would be to rely on the approach that defined much of his career. The account suggests he would need to stay mobile, use his defensive skills to avoid unnecessary exchanges, frustrate Roy Jones Jr. with constant movement, and build an advantage by landing accurate counterpunches throughout the fight to AT the same time. The story argues that Roy's power would remain a major factor. It suggests that a single clean punch from the naturally bigger fighter could dramatically change the outcome. While Floyd is still credited with possessing exceptional reflexes, the account raises the possibility that age may have affected his ability to absorb heavy shots as well as he once did.
Yeah, I heard. I heard all about it. I saw Roy Jones call out Floyd Mayweather after Floyd Mayweather's subliminal disses. I saw it. And you guys are hitting me up repeatedly. Showbiz, who do you have if Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather were to fight? And, you know, I must say, Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career or whatever, Tim T has always shown me love, man. Floyd Mayweather showed me love. His son, his family. Look, Tim T has always shown love, bro. They have kept it a bean. I just never really been able to connect with Roy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him a few times. But I'm going with Floyd on this one, man.
According to the story, the reported airport incident has sparked even greater interest throughout the boxing world. The account claims that promoters have been working behind the scenes, broadcasting networks are competing for potential rights, and fans are rallying behind the idea of seeing the two legends settle their rivalry inside the ring. The story describes the matchup as the kind of event many boxing fans have been waiting for, pointing to the long-running tension between the two, the intense public attention, and the belief that a potential showdown would generate enormous interest across the sport.
I do have another question. What do you think about Floyd and Roy? I said boxing is hot. It's the Devin Haney era. You got the OGs, the double OGs, the triple OGs. You got the baby Gs. Everybody is fighting for a spot. What a glamorous and great time to be in the boxing business, especially when you got the best fighter.
That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you're always the first to catch our latest boxing updates. We'd also love to hear your opinion, so drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video.